What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome in CHGO Bulls pregame, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download their app and be sure to use promo code CHGO when you sign up. I am Matt Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck. This is my friend Big Dave Watson. He is at BAWL Sports. Our pal and producer Joey hanging out with us. He is at Joey's Pathis. Follow that man. We are CHGO_Bulls. Hanging out at our downtown West Loop studios. Down the street, the United Center. That's where our man Wildigo Gottlieb is, reporting from tonight's game. He will check in during our post-game show after Bulls Thunder.
Yay.
Shout out to Para Junior Sports in the comments who said, hope you're doing well, CHGO fam.
Hope you
doing
are
well.
too,
Hope you are too.
Seriously.
Friday. Happy weekend, everybody.
Happy weekend. Grab yourself something. Shout out 312.
Man.
Shout out Goose Island.
You know what's even cooler about this weekend compared to other weekends?
What's that?
Is that when this weekend is over, next week starts with us getting on a plane and going to Paris. The berets arrived in the mail today, Dave.
Oh, God.
I have several. We can all swap them. Got them in red and black.
Why are we swapping them?
Just, so if sometimes you feel like wearing a red beret and then sometimes I feel like wearing a black beret.
Sometimes, how often? Wait a minute, what's your plan here, though?
My plan is to go there with most of my Bulls hat inventory. And lots of berets, and then just, whatever mood strikes me.
See whatever goes down.
Yeah, the head will never be bare, I promise you that.
Oh, well, I feel that. Yes.
Right.
Okay. I was just wondering, because that's a heck of a plan you got going over there, man.
I think I also might bring a Benny the Bull mask that one of my buddies got me for Christmas this year.
Wow, you going all in.
Just wander the streets of Paris.
All right.
With Benny the Bull mask. Maybe we'll run into Benny while we're there.
I keep forgetting who you are. And I'm going to
learn.
Dude is
always down to clown, Dave.
Excuse me. Joey, I'm terrified, man. I'm concerned. You want to help me at all, Joey, or no?
I mean, I thought you were used to it.
I got Joey.
You would think so.
I got Joey multiple berets also.
Yeah. He
doesn't have to wear them if he doesn't want to.
I'm in the same boat as you.
I'm just saying. I'm bringing berets for everyone.
AK, the liquid death hasn't arrived yet. It hasn't arrived, but of course I got some water on deck.
Got some water in the Red Solo cup.
Come on now. But
got some delicious goose.
Got some goose right there too, man. I'm 2 for 1 and out here. That's how we do.
There you go.
Flying hats in Paris. Yes, very much so. Yes.
Got to be careful.
If people want to have a hat tossing contest with you. I know French Bulls TV want to have one with you, man.
Bring it on.
Okay. I'd like to see this.
We need to do it in a safe environment.
This is true.
I don't want to be accidentally arrested and thrown in some French prison that I know nothing about.
This is true. This is fact.
Just because I accidentally clocked somebody in the head with a hat.
Prime Minister.
I'm trying to go to Paris, but I'm also trying to come home.
Yes.
At the end of the trip.
That's the biggest part. Coming home is the biggest part of this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
All right, so I see some of you in the comments talking about the whole Lonzo stuff from today. We will get to that coming up in a little bit. Wanted to first, though, just for a minute, journey back to that terrible, disgusting, no good, very bad loss to the Wizards on Wednesday. Just a little bit more context about that final play. And we covered the fact that, hey, the Bulls lost that game in the third quarter, not on the final play, but still, just because of the whole Zach LaVine, Billy Donovan thing that has been going on since his benching a month or so ago. Bulls fans are kind of tuned into what's going on here. So Zach LaVine's explanation after the game on that final play, where instead of taking the three, he kind of tried to draw a foul or assumed they would foul, and ended up taking a pull-up mid-range shot. Joey, do we have that quote from Zach LaVine we could take a look at from his post-game comments, saying, we were just trying to get a three, then I went in to go pull up. I think it was DeLon Wright fouled me. My instinct was to go up and try to get a three-point play. I was going for a pull-up when he fouled me. I shot it. They didn't call it, and that's how it was via Casey Johnson. So
great picture, by the way.
Look how happy he looks in that picture.
Yeah, it's a good picture.
He was not that happy at the end of the Wizards game.
He was not.
Obviously, there was a lot of people in Bulls Nation talking about what the heck Zach was thinking on that final play. If the plan was, I assume that they're going to foul me because they have a foul to give, but maybe if I get them to foul me while I'm in the act of shooting or continuation, I can get 3 points that way.
Right.
I don't think that's as good of a strategy as just trying to get a clean open look for a three, Dave. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that's the strategy. You get the open look for the three. You hit the game-winning shot. You don't worry about anything else. You control what you can control. And what you can control is you have a basketball and an opportunity to tie the basketball game. Should be the only thing on your mind. Period, point blank. Don't worry about the refs. Don't worry about anything else. he knows how to do this stuff. We've seen it. We know he knows how to do this stuff. But I don't like this because it just sounds like excuses, and he's better than that.
Yeah.
He really is. Zach is way better than that. So if it happens again, just get the ball and shoot it, man. I will promise you, I will live with it.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy, because they lost to the Izzards, but I will live with it because you took the shot, just didn't hit, just didn't go down. We can move on to the next one. All this did was just drag out a loss I don't want to think about anymore. That's all this did.
I'm sorry for bringing it back up.
God.
But I am still not over it because, damn, that was a bad loss.
Bad.
Bulls are trying to climb back to 500. You can't afford losses like that.
Cannot.
And the other part of that storyline is it's the first game DeMar has sat out all season. Yeah. More on that in a second.
Yeah.
And everybody, when DeMar was out there playing in a couple of recent close games, close losses, DeMar takes the final shot, and Bulls fans saying, maybe Zach should take the final shot. Maybe Zach should have the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
And then we see that happen.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah.
Billy Donovan also commenting about that after the game said, I made the team aware during the timeout before that final play that Washington had a foul to give, so would probably be fouling, but that also he confirmed the play that they drew up was to get an open three for Zach. That was the plan. That was the play, and Zach deviated from that plan for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if somebody else out there in Bulls Nation saw it. I don't know if you saw it. It was going around Twitter that late Wednesday night. Some part of the broadcast caught Zach and DeMar talking to each other on the bench before that final play.
I remember that. I was watching during the game.
You saw. Mm-hmm. And then right as the timeout was ending and Zach was walking back out onto the court, Billy kind of came up to him and said something, and it seemed that Zach was maybe a little dismissive and then just kind of shrugged his shoulders and walked away. So, of course, all the sleuths on Bulls Twitter were like, ooh, were Zach and DeMar talking strategy in that little mini huddle between the two of them right before that final play? And we're thinking about something other than what Billy Donovan's instructions were. Because you know what DeMar DeRozan loves to do is draw contact and get three-point plays. Maybe he was the one who said, hey, Zach, maybe try to get three that way.
I don't think he would because DeMar DeRozan doesn't do that himself.
DeMar goes up for three.
He goes
if
up
the
for
Bulls
three.
need a three, DeMar
if they
goes
need
up
a three,
for three.
He's going up for three. Think about it. Like the game-winning shot in Indiana last year. Just went up. The one the next game against Washington. Pump fake and went up. The ones he took this year when he got fouled, he wasn't trying to get fouled. He literally just trying to shoot the three. And the one they didn't call where he got fouled and he, they said later it was a foul in the last 2-minute report. Right. They said that. But yeah, man, when DeMar DeRozan is going up for the shot, he's going up for whatever shot you need to win or tie the basketball game. He is not thinking about being fouled in that moment. The foul comes, awesome. That Knicks game, when he hit the and one, he wasn't trying to get fouled. He literally was trying to win the game. That's what you do. You play to win the game. Shout out Herm Edwards.
Hello. Billy Donovan is a pretty calm guy as far as his demeanor when he's talking to the media.
He is.
You don't even really see him get ruffled on the court that much. We've seen him get heated at a ref or at his team. You can count on one hand the number of times you've seen him get visibly upset this season when he's had many more opportunities to do so. He was heated after that loss, and rightly so. He got very animated when talking about what he has been trying to tell his team that they can't get away with, which is doing things to hurt themselves and their chances to win. Joey, do we have this quote from Billy? Coming out of the third quarter, let's try to make him call the first time out. Let's get some stops. Let's not foul. Let's not have breakdowns. Let's not do things that are going to beat ourselves. What's going to beat ourselves? Turning the ball over, giving up second chance points, bad possessions on offense, and fouling.
Yes, all the things they do.
He was pissed as he was rattling off. These are the things we talk about not doing because we put ourselves in a position to beat ourselves, and then we went out there and we did those things.
It's Joey, could you do me a favor? Could you put that back up for me, please? The Billy Donovan quote. I just want to see this real quick. Now, it's just that last part. Turning the ball over, they do that. Giving up second chance points.
Love doing that.
They do that. Bad possessions on offense.
Ton of those in the fourth quarter.
They do that. And fouling. Drummond had 5 of them in 8 minutes. They do all these things. And it feels like if Billy is saying this, like I'm preaching this to them and I'm telling them this stuff, but they're continuing to do this stuff, something's not clicking. Something's not connecting here. all right? Because he's right. Everything he just said is exactly correct.
Right. And if it's like I think the disconnect that is struggling, and some Bulls fans are having a tough time wrapping their head around and wondering, is this a Billy Donovan problem or is it his players or wherever that disconnect lies? Because if Billy Donovan is saying to the media, I said to them and I say to them regularly, don't do this to beat ourselves. Don't do this to beat ourselves. Right. And then we watch them do it. Is that Billy Donovan not communicating and coaching that successfully? Or is it his players tuning him out and not doing what their coach is advising them to do?
Yeah, either one is bad.
Either way, it's not good.
Either way, it's not good. Tuning out would be the worst of it for me, because not communicating it, you can find other ways to get your point across. If like, okay, you're not hearing me on this way, let me come at you this way. But if they just tuned you out, it doesn't matter what way they come at you. You know what I'm saying? They're just not going to hear you and just say whatever to you. I don't think it's that. I think they still listen to Billy, and it feels like they still respect him on that level. So it's something that's not clicking in the way they're saying it to them, and it's not getting to those guys. So who's the other person on the team? I guess the assistant coach, and again, of course, the goon that we are lacking to get that point across to them, because it's not getting across to them, because these are all things we sit here and complain about game after game, even ones that they win.
Right.
These things that they constantly do over and over again to shoot themselves in the foot. So something's not clicking here, and we got to figure out what it is, man, and get this thing going.
And, further comments from Billy after that loss to Washington, he talked about how it doesn't matter that it's the Wizards and they're missing 3 of their key rotation guys, including a star like Beal. He said, quote, I addressed before the game about the mentality the Wizards were going to have. They were going to be aggressive with some players being out. The last 2 times we played them, the games were incredibly close. I just don't think we have the luxury as a team to look at who's in and who's out. We just don't. And it's interesting that he said that because also after the game, Zach was saying, hey, man, tomorrow was out, but they had several of their guys out. We were looking at this like a game we should have won.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do we talk about all the time this season? This team does not have a large window of error. Margin of error.
Not at all.
You cannot treat a game against that team saying, oh, no Beal, no Kristaps, no Gafford, their recently new starting center. We got this. Because at halftime, you did got this. And then you played like dog crap in the third quarter, and look what happened.
Yeah.
And Billy's right. They do not have that luxury.
Right. And this is a new approach for Billy, because Billy is – these 2 things he's telling them, like, look, I'm telling them this stuff.
Right.
I'm saying these things to them. I'm telling them what not to do. It's not clicking, all right? So something's going on here. So this is a new approach. I've never really heard Billy do it like this. Like, Billy is a player's coach. So for him to do it like this just shows his frustration, what's going on with the team right now. But 2, shows that the way he's communicating it to them is not working, and he's trying to find new ways to get that message to them, man. They have got to understand this stuff. This is basic basketball, simple thing stuff, man.
Right, exactly. And perhaps a team in a similar area as far as the NBA standings, and a team that the Bulls should not take lightly, our guy AK, shout out to him, saying the Thunder, not to be taken lightly. Not only did we already lose to them earlier this season, but they're coming off an impressive win over Embiid and the Sixers last night. We'll touch on that coming up in a minute. Also an injury report on this game tonight. But first, while we share with you some words from our friends at DraftKings, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you're watching along on YouTube, of course, make sure you're subscribed to our channel as well. NBA fans, we got plenty of NBA games to bet on all the time.
A lot.
But this weekend, I am stoked for the NFL wildcard weekend, baby. The NFL playoff picture is locked in, and my go-to place for wildcard round action is DraftKings Sportsbook, official betting partner of the NFL, our official betting partner at CHGO. To kick off the road to Super Bowl 57, new customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in free bets instantly. Plus, all new and existing customers can get a no-sweat bet each day of the wildcard round this weekend. Just place any NFL bet of your choice, and if it loses, you'll get a free bet back up to $10. Action so good, why bet NFL playoff games anywhere else? Trick question, don't. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use that promo code CHGO when you sign up. First game on deck tomorrow afternoon, I believe, is Niners-Seahawks.
Who you got?
Got to roll with the Niners and my man Robbie Gold, baby.
I agree. I agree. You got to roll with the 49ers.
Anytime the Niners are in the playoffs, assuming the Bears are not in the playoffs, fair assumption.
Yeah.
Rolling with the Niners. Not only do they have our guy Robbie Good as gold, but they have knocked Aaron Rodgers and the Packers out of the playoffs.
They did.
Countless times.
And
man. Forever grateful I will be to that team.
That Kaepernick game comes to my head immediately when you said that.
Dude, of course.
Shredded them.
Dude, freaking Jimmy G beat them last year.
Yes, he did.
When the Packers were were they coming off of a bye?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were. No, they was the ones. You know what I mean? They was super cocky walking in.
Niners didn't score an offensive touchdown and still beat the Packers at Lambeau.
Yay!
Oh, my gosh. It's like a sports orgasm.
Oh.
Suck it, Packers.
Suck
All right,
it, Rodgers.
Moving along, tonight's injury update for the Bulls and Thunder. Good news for the Bulls first. Zach LaVine popped up on the injury report with a right-hand contusion yesterday.
Yes.
He will play tonight.
Boom.
After participating in this morning shoot-around.
Right on.
DeMar DeRozan, flip side of the coin, bad news, out a second consecutive game with the quad.
I thought so.
Same line of thought as we had Wednesday. Hopefully this is a game the Bulls can win without him and let the old vet get his rest, Dave.
I mean, the thing that helps them is OKC is coming on a back-to-back. So they played in Philly and won that game, beat them pretty handily actually in that game. But it's a back-to-back, and those are always tough. They played well against the East, especially the top-tier teams in the East. And a lot of their 18, 19 wins have come against Eastern Conference opponents. So it's not going to be a walkthrough. It's not going to be an easy game for them. But it should be the one the Bulls should win. But after I saw the Izzards game, then I can't sit here and be like, oh, man, whatever, dog. Like, we got this. No, I need them to come on, tuck the jerseys into the shorts and come on and hit somebody and throw some elbows and, play some basketball for real against this team, man. So don't take them lightly at all. You already got your ass whooped once, as Matt said, and they're coming in off of beating Philly, who you have never beaten. So, yeah, you might want to be ready for this team, man, because they're serious.
That they are. Meanwhile, Lonzo Ball posted some videos of himself working out.
Let's go.
On Insta today. I don't know about you guys, but I watched those videos and I was like, okay. If you missed them, there are a few different videos that he posted. One of them is just him gingerly going up and dunking, jumping off 2 feet, from right under
Is that how you dunk?
Right under the hoop. That's how I dunk.
That's how you dunk?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
On my niece's play school hoop that's this tall.
All right, gotcha.
No, I destroy that thing.
Okay.
There was one of him punching a punching bag, and there was one of him doing like a one-legged hop, kind of like through like an obstacle course kind of thing, testing his balance. And then there was a last one of him running on a treadmill. And I sifted through these videos of Lonzo working out, and I was like, okay. I got to the video of him running on a treadmill, and after watching him run on a treadmill for 2 seconds, I said, oh, no. Because you can visibly see, and correct me if I'm wrong if y'all watch these videos too, in my opinion, him running on a treadmill, you are very clear which knee is the effed up knee, and it still looks like he is favoring it considerably running on a treadmill.
It did. After you said that, I went back and watched it and looked at it again, and I saw what you meant immediately. I was like, yeah, he's right. Like, he's right. He's still favoring it. It still had a little hitch in the giddy up when he was running. But I think I looked at it as I'm just happy he's running. Like, I think that's how I look. And I kept hearing Billy Donovan saying it's a slow process. This is what a slow process kind of looks like. So if it's still slow, he's still not going to be running correctly. But it's just the fact that he's running and he's, did a little dunk and he jumped and he's jumping on that knee and doing those kind of things. That's all I'm taking from it.
Yeah.
I'm not taking from it that, but you're right. Now, you're not wrong in what you're saying at all. But, yeah, I'm okay with it just because I see him doing something. And it's closer to the All-Star break, and I've been adamant about saying I'll wait till the All-Star break to reevaluate what Lonzo Ball is doing and what he is. So seeing that he is doing something, I'm not excited. I'm just very happy that he's doing something.
And look, Billy was talking to the media pregame tonight, mentioning the Lonzo stuff and saying he wasn't doing these things several weeks ago.
Right, exactly.
These things that you saw him doing in those videos that he posted today,
Right.
that in itself is obviously progress.
Correct.
Because he wasn't doing that running on a treadmill and, even, shooting or dunking on a court and all that stuff.
Right.
But Billy Donovan did once again say it's progress, but it's really, really slow.
It's really, really slow, man. It's slow progress, man.
Yeah.
But it's all right. Hey,
I saw
Joey.
somebody in the comments ask, well, did he post a video of him playing basketball? Other than that dunk when no one else was on the court, the answer is no.
Yeah, because he's still not
He
cutting.
is ways away from 5-on-5 because, there it is. Still can't cut.
He still can't do those things right there. Joey, do the kids call it Insta, like Matt just called it right there? Is it called Insta?
I don't call up. Some people do.
Okay. What do you call it?
Instagram.
It's the whole name, Instagram?
See, us young cool kids shorten it to Insta, Dave.
Okay, all right. I'm just checking, man.
Some people say, no, sometimes it depends.
And some people say IG.
Yeah.
Or the gram.
Or
like that.
that. See, I hate that.
Gram.
I don't like the gram.
You don't like the gram, Joe?
Don't
Depends
like
what the
gram.
context is.
Okay. What do you mean?
Like, I just threw something up on the gram. That's like a phrase that I would say.
Okay.
Even though I don't really do that. I haven't in a long time. But,
Okay.
I'm scrolling on Instagram, not IG or Insta. I don't really say Insta.
Just-
Okay. Got you.
The gram sounds too much like it's something that you're trying to make sound cool, but sounds annoying. Also, it annoys me because it makes me want graham crackers, and I don't immediately in that second have a sleeve of graham crackers.
No, there's no other person on earth who has that thought. That's what makes that awesome.
Honey
right
made
there.
graham crackers are delicious.
That's
Okay,
not the argument here.
you ever just go to town with a sleeve of graham crackers and a tall glass of milk?
Of course you have. Absolutely. Look
It's
at me.
delicious.
You can tell I'm a fan of the graham cracker, sir. All right, but that's not the point here. It's just the fact that nobody's equating that to that, and that's really awesome thing, and what makes you you. Because that's really awesome. He's thinking about graham crackers. Oh,
Of course, I'm thinking about graham crackers.
Do you put anything on your graham cracker?
Sometimes.
What are you putting on a
I
graham
will
cracker?
do a little thin layer of peanut butter on my graham crackers.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Here's one. Shout out to my sis.
Okay.
This is a snack she taught me to make when we were kids.
Okay.
If you don't have any desserty things that are actually pre-made desserts in your your kitchen cabinet when you're kids, but you have ingredients to fashion a dessert.
Okay.
Graham crackers, peanut butter, and then you just sprinkle some of the mini Hershey's chocolate chip kiss things on top of them.
That's some fat
so
shit.
it's basically like ants on a log, but instead of celery, peanut butter, raisins, it's graham cracker, peanut butter, chocolate chips.
Yeah, that's some fat shit. I like that.
Shout out, Em.
Shout out for that one right there, baby. That's a move right there.
That is.
Joe, you eat graham crackers?
Yeah, not regularly, but if you offer them.
got
Have
them?
I? Yeah, I have before.
Okay, all right. Just checking, man. Just checking. All right, I like that. I put jelly on mine a few times.
Jelly on a graham
Peanut
cracker?
butter. I made a peanut butter and jelly graham cracker sandwich.
Okay.
I've done that.
I got to try that.
Yeah, try that out. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
All right, back to tonight's game.
That ain't got nothing to do with the Bulls being bad. That got to do with us being idiots. That's just who we are.
We're
Drew.
easily distracted.
We're easily distracted, Drew. I promise you.
I'll take the culpability for that one. Well, you were talking about
I called it
shortening
out.
Instagram,
Yeah.
and then my brain went to graham crackers.
Right, and I called out the graham crackers, and then off on the tangent we went. That's just
Off we went.
that's just how our brains work, man.
Okay, so for the Thunder tonight, still no Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, out with an ankle. Poku, Alexei Pokushevsky, out still with a left tibial fracture. And their other young guy, Ousmane Dieng, also out. I did see a video from somebody on the Thunder beat. He's working his way back. He's close, but still out for tonight's contest, of course, in addition to Chet Holmgren being out all season for them.
All season long, man.
But you know what they do have?
I do.
SGA.
Scary initials right there.
Good Lord.
My goodness, man.
That man is balling. We talked about what he had been doing earlier this season when these teams first faced one another, and he has continued that trend of being really good at basketball. There you see his updated rankings in certain statistical categories across the entire league this season. After last night's 37-point outburst, which you see at the bottom there, which, by the way, included a perfect 16 of 16 at the line. Not quite Jimmy's from the other night, but still impressive.
Got down.
He is at 31 points per game, just inching past Jason Tatum. They were tied for fourth. Now he is in sole possession of third. You see there what he loves to do. Get to the free throw line. 10.3 free throw attempts per game, 4th in the NBA. He's also shooting a 5th best 91.3% at the charity stripe.
Special.
Also taking 17.5 two-pointers per game.
It's a young DeMar.
Right?
Like, that's what you see. But DeMar, I don't mean a DeMar when he was young. I mean DeMar now.
Right.
Because DeMar younger was dunking on people all day long. That's what he did. SGA doesn't do all that. But he definitely is mid-range and 2 points all day long and free throw shooting all day long, man. And puts a little more on it because he's younger. So, yeah, he's like a young DeMar DeRozan, man, which means he's going to get buckets.
Right.
He's a problem right there.
Obviously, most of the lists when you're looking at players leading the league in 2-point attempts are bigs, right?
Yeah.
It's odd. It is an anomaly for a player who plays SGA's position or DeMar's position to be among the league leaders in 2-point attempts per game. So here's a quick little trivia for you, Dave.
Okay, hit me.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 3rd in the NBA in 2-point attempts per game.
Okay.
Who is 1st, who is 2nd, and who is 4th?
DeMar DeRozan is 2nd. I'm going to say who's
among
in 2-point attempts.
League leaders in 2-point attempts per game.
And 4th.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 3rd. Who are 1st, 2nd, and 4th?
DeMar's in there.
Giannis.
I was going to say Giannis. You're right. I'm going to say Kevin Durant is in there as well. That's what I'm going to say.
Joey, any other
That's cool.
guesses?
Maybe Embiid, but
Embiid 1.
Embiid.
Giannis 2.
Giannis.
SGA 3.
Uh-huh.
DeMar DeRozan 4.
Wow. That's awesome, man. It's awesome because that's 2 big men and 2 guards. So, or forward. But, yeah, I like that. I like that right there.
Yeah.
The range. Joey, quick question. Rainy Days. Are we talking? It's like 3 songs immediately came to my head from Rainy Days. Which one are you speaking of?
Two of them for me. Raekwon.
Yes.
And Boogie.
And
West Side Boogie.
very good. All right.
But I don't love the West Side Boogie song, the Eminem verse in it. But I like.
Okay.
It's a good album, so I put it on there.
See, but props for you on the
Raekwon. Thunder, Rain.
Yes, no, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. But props on you on the Raekwon, sir. Props with you on the Ray. Good job.
So yeah, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander still really good since the last time we saw him back in November. I mentioned the 37 points last night in their win over Philly. They can beat the Sixers. I mean, okay, so I guess a little bit of good news for the Bulls there is that the Thunder come into this game tonight at the Bulls' home floor on the second night of a back-to-back.
Okay.
They are young, but now maybe they are young with some tired legs.
Yes.
But you can't afford to assume that.
Yes.
Going back to what Billy Donovan said about the Wizards, there's no luxury to assume, the Wizards' the second night of a back-to-back.
Right.
Cool, we got this. Because Zach LaVine was talking about this Thunder team at shoot-around today, and I saw somebody mention it on Twitter that Zach was saying, dude, they're young, and they run, and they play every quarter like it's the last quarter before they all die.
Yes,
they do. They know. They are aware because they watched this Thunder team do it to them a month ago.
They did.
Don't do it again tonight.
Don't do it, guys.
You got to play 48.
48.
What did our old guy Norm tell us?
48 minutes of intensity. Yes.
Shout out, Norm.
Shout out, Norm. Patrick Williams.
First bucket?
Come on.
First bucket, Joe?
Score.
Not only first bucket.
Get a ball and
leading scorer of the night.
You're going with Patrick Williams leading scorer of the night? What are the odds on that?
Don't walk me back, Joey.
To win 500.
All right.
Good luck to you. I hope you're right.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
It's right around 7 o'clock, but before we get out of here, I noticed we did have a couple of super chats in pregame, Joe. Can we give them a shout-out real quick? Rasmus Rendon said PB&J Graham Crackers sandwich was our Schurz HSBF.
High school breakfast is what
breakfast. Okay.
And
I was like, high school boyfriend. You dated a peanut butter and jelly sandwich made out of a graham cracker?
And he was right by that. Yeah. You know, that's how, necessity is the mother of invention. That's how it goes.
Our guy AK saying, the point is, why is Lonzo posting these videos when he can't say anything about his return in certain words? What's the message? Well,
he's working.
The message from Lonzo is I'm still out here grinding, trying to work my way back.
Mm-hmm.
And if he needs that, not to put that out for any kind of peace of mind for Bulls fans, but for his own mental health.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I'm here working.
Right.
Don't give up.
Right.
I got no problem with that.
Because that wasn't that said. And I can't remember the actual quote that was said. It was something like that. Like if going through the bad things means the good things will be just as good. That's just me paraphrasing it about what it said. But it was something like that. But yeah, he's just showing you that he's working and he's still here and he wants to get back on the floor. You know he wants to play basketball again and he wants to get back.
Here's the caption on his Instagram post.
Hit me.
He that can't endure the bad will not live to see the good.
Come on and get that preaching going on. Come on, Lonzo.
Look at him punching that punching bag. Lonzo, we're rooting for you, buddy.
Yes, we are, man.
This team sure could use you. All right, it is just a couple minutes after 7 o'clock. That means tip-off. We got another super chat.
One more to go?
It's Rendon again saying, bad team on a back-to-back. We're rested. No way we win. Sadly accurate. Let's change that trend, shall we?
Change it!
Let's change that trend.
Patrick Williams, I'm looking at you! You!
He's looking at you, Pat. What you going to do?
Me too.
Come on.
I'm looking at
do
him,
something
too.
about it? Thanks,
Staring
everybody who were throwing us some super chats. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Do us a favor before you head out and X out of this YouTube. Hit that thumbs up. We appreciate it. We will see you right back here for Postgame. Me, Big Dave, Joseph, and our pal Will the Goat Gottlieb, who's reporting from the UC tonight. Come on, Bulls.
Come on.
Get a win.
Come on.
And I got to go get some graham crackers. See you right be good.
Peace.